whether I come into your school to do an all-school training, a keynote speech, coaching small groups, teaching the FBA process the way I've designed it, social emotional learning and how to do that throughout the entire day, addressing some high level of trauma, how certain disabilities might be impacting a child's behavior, I want to leave your school, whether it be one day, a month-to-month basis, however I come in there, I want to leave there having expanded the toolbox of every single person in the building. So, because that's how we do school. I want to walk in there and ask you, how do you do school and how's it working? And I want to leave there with you saying, hey, this is how we do school. We've got some foundational values. Our kids have got some good skills. Our teachers are feeling empowered to intervene with some of the skill deficits so they have to do less management. We're not looking for a quick fix. One important thing that I've learned over the years is that behavior doesn't stand alone. There's usually always some sort of causal factor behind it. And our job is to not just treat the symptom, which is the behavior, but to really figure out what are the skill deficits that lie beneath it. Why is it happening? Every behavior really serves a function, which brings me to the functional behavioral assessment. Is another training that I like to do that helps to demystify this assessment process and make it not so difficult or lengthy. But how might I FBA, if you will, my entire class? How might I uncover what are those skill deficits that are so striking that my children or my students in my classroom or one-on-one or small group are having a difficult time being available to learn? So that's a lot of the work that I like to do, is to help you understand how to uncover that and how to do two things. One is to manage the behavior, which is something we have to do more and more of in every aspect of our school, and to also provide intervention so that we can stop managing it. And I think we get bogged down in management and forget that we don't want people to have to be managed all of their lives. We want them to be able to manage themselves. Some of the work that I really focus on as part of my professional development, teaching, coaching, small groups, large groups, keynote speaking, whatever it is that I do, it's to really help to enhance the toolbox of everyone else who's working with kids. I don't want to come in and say, I'm going to fix your school. That's not what I do. I want to come in and I want to look at your programs. I want to investigate, how do I make your Tier 2 programs a little bit better for you? How do I expand us as educators and expand our toolbox so we can get beyond some of the old systems? I'm not a big fan of us paying kids to behave. We've externalized kids right into not being able to have internal motivation and behave for their own well-being because they want to, not because they're going to get something from it. I want to help us steer away from that type of model or that type of process to teach our kids the skills that they need. In my travels of working with some of the most difficult kids and really stressed populations, I've developed myself into helping other people do that. I know what it's like to experience the level of trauma, especially in what we're dealing with in our present day. I know what it's like to understand that academics sometimes are really difficult to get to because our children just aren't available to learn. I know what it's like to try to manage chaotic situations like transitions, getting kids from one place to another, and boy, don't we transition way too many times every single day. I also understand how social emotional learning has to be part of the forefront of what we do. And the response to intervention or instructional process, the RTI process, really needs to focus on Tier 1 because it's all about Tier 1. Thanks for watching, and I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss another video. I speak and consult on school behavior, and I love to help districts solve some of these problems. See you next time.